Hi everybody, it's Cindy here with Stampin' Creations. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I hope you enjoy the projects we're going to make tonight. If you are returning, welcome as well, and I hope you are in for a good time. I'm just going to ask that you please share and subscribe to my channel. That is such a huge compliment to me when I see that people subscribe to my channel. So it's very exciting for me on the other end. So I did put out a challenge last week that I asked people to comment on my video as it went through, and I was going to pick somebody for the prize. And I am happy to report that I have picked Cheryl Taylor as the winner for last week. Cheryl commented numerous times on my video, which was very exciting. So thank you to Cheryl for that. I will get your prize out into the mail for you. So I'm going to ask again that you continue to comment and leave your reviews and that kind of thing on the video. The more comments I get, the more it goes out to the wider audience, and that will help me grow my channel, which means more people can join in the fun. So that is my goal for 2023, is to build this channel. So I'm asking that you please subscribe and share the video with all your friends that you think might be interested in this. So it is celebration time, which is the most wonderful time of the year in the stamping world. So we have January, February. When you purchase $60 or more, you get to pick something from an exclusive catalog. And I did have a workshop this past week, and I was able to share that with my new friends that I met, and they were very, very excited about that. So try to get your orders in as soon as possible. Because things will probably sell out. And I just want to take a minute and thank everybody who has placed an order to this point. And if you have joined my classes and clubs, I appreciate you, and I will have more info coming to you shortly. If you're interested in joining in on my club, please message me as soon as possible so that I can get your spot reserved. There's only 3 spots left, okay? So not many spots left. So if you're interested, you need to get a hold of me. All right, so let's get started. And I will give you the project that we'll make the project for the measurements that I gave you earlier. So I told you had to have some cardstock and some designer series paper and some elements. So this is what I told you had to have. You had to have a piece of 5.5 by 5.5 paper, which is kind of a square, and then it's scored at 1 1/4. Okay, so it's kind of a funny shaped card, but it's going to look beautiful when we're done. I told you needed 2 pieces of designer series paper at 1 inch by 5 1/4. So depending on what paper you're using, you may want different patterns, or you could use the same pattern. It really doesn't matter. And then I told you needed a piece of designer series paper that was 4 by 5 1/4. So this paper I'm using for this card is Cottage Rose. You need a piece of solid cardstock, either white or very vanilla, at 4 by 5 1/4. And then I told you needed some elements. So I'm using the circles. So these are the stitch circles that are from the Designer Shapes. I'm just going to zoom in on my camera there. Designer Shapes dies, which are really cute because I do have this little stitching, so it just adds a little bling. And then I'm actually using some flowers from the Cottage Rose die set as well, just to dress up my card. So we're going to go ahead and make our first card. I'm making 3 cards tonight, but you could actually make whatever you want. If you want to make 1, 2, 3, etc., it does not matter. I know a lot of you really enjoyed the card from last week, and I enjoyed seeing the pictures on my VIP page. So I'm going to ask that you continue to post your pictures, because I love seeing what you come up with when I give you a challenge like that, and seeing the different paper combinations and color combinations. It just inspires me. So please continue to do that. All right, so what are we doing here? We have no idea. What are we doing here? Let's see. Okay, I'm going to lay out all my bits here. They're at the top of my page. You probably can't see them because my mat is there, but we just want this piece right now. So what I want you to do is I want you to take your base. This is going to be your base, actually, and I want you to fold on to this crease mark. And I'm just going to grab my bone folder here. I always forget to grab my bone folder at the beginning of the video. Okay, so we're going to give that a nice good crease. And then I want you to take your designer series paper. So this is the most difficult part. You have to decide what side of the beautiful paper do you want to use. For me, this is a very simple decision because this side is gray and I'm using crumb cake paper. So I'm actually just going to go with this piece here. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to run my glue on this 1 1/4 inch flap here. And I'm going to center this so that it actually looks like it's going to go on the base, right? At the bottom part where you would normally put your inside. It's not actually. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run my adhesive. Maybe I'm going to run my adhesive here. Oops, daisies. Let's not glue that down though. Okay, so I've run my adhesive. I'm centering this onto what will be the back part. And I think I have everything cut properly this week. All right, and then I'm actually just going to fold this down and then I'm going to lift that up. Okay, so this is what you should have so far. Now, one of these pieces at 1 by 5 1/4, and you could do this at 5 1/2 actually if you wanted. I just did mine at 5 1/4, is going to go onto this other strip. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere this. Like this. Okay. With me so far? Don't forget to comment. We have to get those comments up. Okay, and then I'm going to take my inside. So this would, I'm using Very Vanilla for this one because of the color scheme that I'm using. This is actually going to go on the inside of our card like it normally would, okay? So you're going to go ahead and you're going to glue this down like we normally would. I actually thought I forgot to hit the record button. You see a little bit of panic in my face? That was why. Okay, so then when you close this up, you should not see the inside of your card. Okay, isn't this a beautiful layout? So this layout actually came from my business development manager from Stampin' Up. And as soon as I opened the card, I was like, I love this. I'll show you that card as well. So hang with me. So then this last strip, we have this last strip. I'm actually going to go ahead and I'm going to adhere this to the inside of my card. So along the edge, I think my phone is buzzing at me here. Okay, so this is what we should have so far. So we have our strip right here. We have our designer series paper. And then we have here. So this is where we're going to write our sentiment. So it kind of carries the theme all the way through. So then I was thinking if we could do something like this along this lines. How pretty would this be like this? What do you think? Pretty? And then we'll add some gems. All right, so the stamps that I want to use for this one is one that I do not use often, and I was asked to do some anniversary cards. I thought this is a perfect opportunity. So I was thinking about using this called Love and Happiness, and it's really about marriage and wedding and Valentine's and being engaged and all sorts of those fun things that that we experience in life. So I'm going to actually use this one here that says, what does it say? It says, "Happy anniversary, my love," is what it's going to say. Now, this one is not put together. So, again, I've done a variety of videos on this, but in case you have never seen this, when you get your stamps, they do come like this, and they're not assembled, which means they're like these ones here that are not assembled, okay? So you actually have to assemble them. So what you do is you peel the backing off your actual stamp. You put it to the side. You find the coordinating sticker, which says "Happy Anniversary, my love," which is right here. And then there's a slice through these stickers, and you just kind of pull this back, peel these backings off, and then it's just a matching game. So if you can match up your shapes, you're doing okay. So that is going to go on there. "Happy anniversary, my love." Peel it back, and there we go. All right, so I am actually going to try using my Early Espresso for this stamp, and I hope my Early Espresso is not dry. If it is, I'll have to re-ink it, but Oh, no, it looks like I'll be okay. So just a couple taps. I'm tapping more than I should just because my ink pad is not very, very juicy. So I want to make sure I get a nice crisp image here. Because nothing is worse than you go to stamp your words and it's just faded. Okay, and then I'm going to go straight down. Do not rock and roll. That's a whole different technique, remember? There we go. Happy anniversary, my love. All right, so there we have it. I forgot my cleaner out in the other room. Perfect. All right, so I am going to take, I'm going to actually pop these up with dimensionals, which if you watch my videos, you know that I love dimensionals. So these are a fantastic, very inexpensive way to dress up your card. And I've lost my take your pick tool. I think it's in my toolkit from when I traveled. I'm going to place this about here. And I know you're thinking, oh my goodness, you have to put down your flowers. I know I have to put down my flowers. I'm going to actually do that after though. So I'm going to use dimensionals here on the happy anniversary, my love. So I'm thinking this will be a great, great card to give the one you love. And I might actually stamp something up here. Okay, so let me get, oh shoot. That did not come off the way I wanted it to. So this is fine tip glue. There it goes. And it's fantastic for very, very fine areas. It's just you have to be very careful with it. So I'm just going to actually just place the glue in the thicker parts of my image. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to tuck that back behind. I'm just going to hold that for a second and let that adhere. And then I'm going to do the same here, and I'm going to go down to the bottom, I think. Okay, so I'm going to go here, here. There we go. And I'm going to tuck this back behind here. Oops, let's hold it down there. Just give it a minute to adhere. I could put some behind that. I kind of like it when it pops up like that a little bit though. And then when you go to put this glue back on, you have to be very careful because you can see the tip here. I like to just kind of put my finger here and then it kind of helps guide the needle usually. There we go. Is it in? Yep, there it goes. All right. So here is my first card. Move that down a little bit. Okay, so that's the inside. Pretty, right? So I think I might make this in bulk just to have. Okay, so that's card number 1. Okay, so card number 2, I'm going to have to use a baby wipe to clean this. Ugh. I had my Stampin' scrub at my workshop and it's out in the other room. So, all right. So, happy anniversary, my love. So this stamp set is really, really great for those like wedding cards, anniversary cards, Valentine's Day cards. There's some really, really good sentiments in here. Just an overall type of set. So, okay, that is available right now. All right, so the second card, I did a little bit of pre-cutting just to make things a little bit easier. But I'm actually using this paper from Celebration that I am absolutely in love with, completely obsessed with. The whole paper pack's beautiful, but this Blackberry Bliss Mary Merlot type color scheme is incredible. So I'm going to go like this. I'm going to run my tape runner down here. Okay, I'm going to line that up, make sure it's centered. Here we go. And then I'm going to use this one here. So again, remember I said you could use the 5.5 piece. That's what I've done here. This piece here is 5.5. So it's going top to bottom, like full, which is okay. I think that looks okay as well. So I'm going to use the back part of this paper. So like this. Make sure it's even, friends. Make sure it's even. All right. And then I'm going to use my white to go on the inside. These colors are so incredibly rich. I just love them. Oh, that's not very straight though, is it, this paper? Shoot. Oh, maybe it is. If you're worried about this white piece sticking out, you can butt it up closer to the crease mark here if you wanted. Totally up to you. I'm going to put that one there. Just make sure that when that closes, you don't see it. Okay. I think maybe this is crooked. I'm not sure. All right. Let's do this. So lining that up. Okay. And then I actually went ahead and pre-stamped this. Just because my die cutting machine is out there. So I just want to actually maybe add a pop of color to this. So what I might actually do is use I might use my Mossy Meadow. And I'm going to kind of squish to get some ink on the top. I don't know if this is going to work, so we're going to try. You're going to watch me maybe mess this up. Yeah, because that's exactly what I thought would happen. So using Wink of Stella, because this is not, the ink is not water-based, what happens is that it bleeds the ink, which was what I thought might have happened. But anyway, nonetheless, I'm going to carry on because what I can actually do is go over this later. So you can use your Wink of Stella to kind of blend a little bit. So I probably won't finish this one because I want this to dry anyway. I was hoping I could have actually used that to color, but what happens is that because the ink is water-based, the Wink of Stella will pull that in, but you can see the shimmer on it, right? So I could have actually colored those flowers maybe. But essentially this is going to go on here. I might actually, this might be too much flower anyway. So I might want to change this just to an actual circle. Or, let me see what this is. Something like that. Just something a little bit simpler. This is like was sitting on my desk, so it's obviously not what I'm going to use. But I could use something like this maybe. Just something very, very simple to kind of, this is too much. Too much flour. Too much flour. So yeah, so I'm going to probably use something like that. I want to do a different circle behind though, just to kind of pop it. So that's going to be that one. So I'm going to have to come back and finish that one after. All right. My last card is a new product. This is from that beautiful, beautiful, I want to call it Fitted Florets. I think that's the name. This is the coordinating paper. It's incredible. And it looks like acrylic paint. I feel like my screen is blurry. There it goes. It looks like acrylic painting. And it's just so incredible. So if you don't have this or haven't seen it, check it out. I know the Fitting Florets, I have sold quite a few bundles already on that because it's a two-step stamp. I used it, I think, last week in my cards. And it's definitely going to be a very, very popular one because it is a floral, but it's an incredibly beautiful floral. And if you attended my class between Christmas and New Year's, we used it on a card as well. So All right, so let me do this. I'm going to put this on the inside now. Like that. I'm going to show you the cards that I made. The one card that I made and then the original card where this card layout came from. So my business development manager, Shari, sent me a sympathy card. And I just loved it. So I thought this layout is definitely one I want to do. And it's a good way to showcase paper that you might have. So if you've ever done my Love It, Chop It, you'll have a lot of 4 by 5 1/4 paper. So this is a great way to use that paper. Okay, so we have that. That looks beautiful. And then we could put this one here. Maybe I'll go this way. Maybe? Yeah. All right. So I'd love to know what you think of this card layout. And if there's something you would like me to do as far as a card or technique, please reach out to me. Oh, that's down. Please reach out to me and let me know, because I would love to fill the challenge. All right. What do I want to do for this one? You know what? I might do Happy Anniversary, My Love again on this one. Just, I don't have any anniversary cards. I don't know if anybody, is that a card type that you make very often? Because I don't. And I've been asked to make anniversary cards, and I was like, ugh, I don't have any. But I think this is a really great layout for that. So, and a super, super simple one. Very easy. Great way to use up paper. I think this font is a little bit. There we go. So this is Starry Sky that I'm using. So if you've been watching me for a little while, you know that I like Starry Sky as an alternative to Old Navy. Not Old Navy, Night of Navy. There I go again. Okay, you guys, honestly, first I don't know my shapes, and now I don't even know my colors. I don't even know what is on with me right now. All right, so let's get going. Yep. Yeah, I must have failed elementary school. All right. So let's put this together. So you'll notice the back of this triangle is or square. It's going to be a triangle. There we go again with my shapes, honestly. You guys like loving this right now? Tell me. Tell me. Okay. The great thing is, you know, like sometimes your paper is ugly on the back, like it's messy or dirty or whatever. You can still use it because nobody really knows, right? Okay. So lots of commenting, lots of sharing. Get those pictures posted. I need to add some gems. I have been lacking on my gems for quite some time now, so it's about time we break out the gems. I just have to find all my gems because it's been so long since I've used them. I'm not even sure where my gems have gone. Here's some rhinestones. I wonder if I can use these pearls maybe on this one. I have I need to find my take your pick tool. Okay, I'm gonna have to drop that one because it's on the tip of my finger. And then this one. It's gonna put something on my cottage rose one. All right, so here we go. Let me show you. This one's not finished, but look at this one that I made earlier, right? So I didn't finish this one because I got sidetracked, but I'm going to put something like this, maybe I'll do a different shape. Maybe I won't do circle, but So this is the A Wash and Beauty paper that I absolutely love. So there's that one. But this is the original card that triggered this whole process. This is, I believe it's retired paper. But just simple. It's so simple, but it's so stinking elegant. And then it's just like that. Isn't that adorable? So I just saw it. I was like, oh, I love it. So she did hers a little bit different. She did use a full sheet of paper here. This is a little bit smaller. And then her inside is smaller with this little strip here, right? So a little bit different, but there's that one. There's this one that I will finish. I have to put something here. I love this paper. So stinking pretty. Oh my gosh. And then obviously this one. And then I think the Cottage Rose might be my favorite one. These two are pretty similar, but so super simple layout, not hard. I want to see your versions of the card, please, and get them posted onto my VIP page, and I will pick a winner from all the pictures that get submitted. And if you're not comfortable posting or don't know how, you're always more than welcome to send them to me, and I will post them as long as you give me permission to post your card. I will post on your behalf. But I do absolutely love seeing the cards that you make based on my inspiration and that kind of thing, because it gives me motivation to try something new. So thank you for joining me. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Keep the comments coming. Again, if you have not signed up for any of my classes or clubs, you need to do so immediately. Club, a little bit more lenient, only have 3 spots left. And classes, I think the deadlines have mostly passed. So be sure to check those out. Message me if you absolutely want to attend one. I will see if I can accommodate you. I have put in my big order with all the supplies. So as long as I have enough supplies for you, I would be more than happy for you to join us. All right. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Have a fantastic night, and we will talk soon. Bye.